Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today we're going to go over how you to replace the door lock actuator if that went bad. A lot of times what happens if your door lock actuator goes bad is when you're locking the door won't lock, or and when you use the key when you're hitting the electric door lock. Also, if your handle's not working to open the door as well as it needs to, it's a lot within this door lock actuator. There's some electrics that go to it. We've disconnected all that. We've taken off the inner door panel, and then we've got these cables that you can just pop off that way. And then we got the handle, which is just holding in there. Back in there's going to be a photo, but back in here is a little clip. So you just undo it. We're going to undo these 3 bolts. There. And then if you just rock it out, you got to kind of move it bend it a little bit this way, because you've got the tab that goes through from the door handle portion to be able to unlock and open up this door. So this is the door lock actuator. And you buy the whole unit and put it in. If it doesn't come with the cables, you'd undo this screw and undo it that way. But that's the door lock actuator. Now, if this handle here on this Mazda 3, if you need to take this off, you just take these clips and then pop them out like that. And same thing with the other one. Just quick and pop them out. And then if you have a new handle, because like you broke this plastic here, then you would just push this back in and snap them back into place. And so that's how you remove and put that handle back on. This is your interior handle. You know, there are times when you romp on this and you break that clip right off, and it's just plastic, but you might not know your own strength, right? And then the last one, if you need to take off this one here, this outside door handle, okay? To take off this outside door handle, we've got 2 things we got to do. One, we got to pop this little cover here. Which is a T25, and you're going to just loosen that. And so it's loosened, it doesn't come completely out. It has a stop that it stops. And then with this door handle, you're gonna just pull it out, and then you can pull this whole mechanism out, right? So if you just needed to change the door lock, now of course you'd have to get it rekeyed or whatever, but if you just need to change this is all you'd have to do, is pop this out from the outside. And this is the piece that's sticking inside that other plastic thing. So that's all you would need to replace. But if you got to replace this handle because you broke the handle off, you've got to do that first. And then there is a T25 on the inside that we loosen. It's right through here. That one we removed completely, and with it removed completely, should be able to remove this handle by pulling it out and pulling it this way. And that releases it, and then it comes undone like this, right? And so what we did is we pulled it out, and when we pull it out, then we can shift the whole thing that way. And then we just gotta get that to release. Just note, this piece will come out. You don't want that to come out because that's what the bolt holds to, that holds this thing on. So there's tabs on this side that you want to line up, the top and the bottom, and then just take the handle, push it in so it's basically flush with the door, and then pull it this way toward the car, and that locks it basically in place. Now this, you're not going to want to put this back in until you put the door lock actuator back in. If you were just replacing the handle, it wouldn't be an issue, but the door lock actuator, this needs to go into it, and to make it easy to put this in, you don't want to put this in right now. So we'll just set that to the side. And around on this side, we had that one bolt right here, which was our T25. Right inside there. And you just tighten that up. And that's what holds the rest of the handle on. Then we're going to go ahead and put this door lock actuator mechanism back into place. This is the whole door lock actuator. And we've got to put this cable, or this cable will be mounting up top. There'll be a picture for it. But there was a little clip that you had to undo and pull off. And so now we can be able to put this in here. Set it up in here. Hold it into place. So with our number three bolts, that's a P3 for a screwdriver in place. Then we'll tighten these up. These are tapered, so they're going to essentially tighten it right into place where they need to be. So just tighten those up, and that's good to go. Now, with that in place, we'll be able to put the actual door lock mechanism in. So push it in there, and probably want to make sure it went into the hole, but it feels like it did. It's in the hole. So with it there, then we want to tighten up the T25 that's in there. Hold the handle open a bit and have your thumb pushing some pressure on that locking mechanism as you tighten it. That looks all good and tight there. Then just go ahead and put your little cover back on here. Pop that into place. And we'll come back around here to finish up the remainder of this. And with this, we've got to get back in here and reconnect that metal bar. This metal bar is so that the exterior door handle will do its job. So now as we pull that, we should have the resistance that we need on it. It's good to go. Then you just want to put these clips back and clip that back into place. And this is what we'll put back on place up here when we put the rest of the door panel back on. That's how you replace your door actuator on your Mazda 3. Thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.